Hi YouTubers, my name is Kevin and you're watching The Royal We. In this message I want to talk with you about the ways in which toxic relationships have wired you for self-destruction. Now, how many of you have come out of a toxic relationship feeling like you have been left in bits and pieces all over the place? Or worse than that, how many of you feel like you are no more than an empty shell of the person that you once were? Now, if this is you, I want to help you to understand how the self-destruction has played a part in this, but more importantly, by the end of this message, I want to help you to be able to identify the key areas of your life that went through this self-destruction so that you know how to move forward with counseling and support in your life to find these areas and to fix these areas so that you can become bigger, better, and stronger than ever before. If this sounds good to you, hit the like button right now and we'll move forward. All right. Now, for the purpose of this message, I want to use the analogy that relationships are like vehicles, because in reality, relationships are vehicles. They are vehicles that we use to drive forward in life, to be able to drive to our fullest potential, to drive together to reach common goals, to drive together to reach a destination in life. Yes, relationships are in fact vehicles in this life. And now many of you are saying right now, yes, Kevin, relationships are vehicles. And I'll tell you what, being with a toxic, narcissistically abusive person, I was taken for a ride. Absolutely, I would agree with you. You probably were taken for a ride, a bumpy ride at that. And then inevitably, when you're dealing with toxic people, the relationship, the vehicle, crashes, and it crashes hard, right? Not only does the vehicle crash hard, but the toxic individual abandons the relationship, abandons that vehicle, but they don't abandon it until they have strategically planted destructive devices in key areas of the relationship and in key areas of you. They've planted these destructive devices so that once they abandon, they can detonate these destructive devices, causing you to just feel emptied out, wiped out. And there you are. I want to share a story with you, and then we'll continue. In 2011, the United States military went on a secret operation where they had taken two different vehicles, maybe more, I'm not sure, but all we know is that these vehicles had taken Navy SEALs to a destination, and one of the vehicles had what they referred to as a hard landing, which I think is just a clever way of saying they crashed the dang thing. And they crashed it so bad that they were not able to take the vehicle back out. So they had to abandon that vessel, that vehicle, at the location of the operation. They abandoned it, but not before they strategically placed destructive devices within that vessel, within that vehicle, and they detonated those devices to destroy that entire vehicle. All that was left of that vehicle, that vessel, was the tail end that fell over the wall, and all the natives surrounded it and roped it and danced around it and paraded it and celebrated it. However, the military was confident that they destroyed the most important key aspects of that vehicle. Now, why? Why would they need to destroy these important key aspects of this vehicle? And the answer is simple. In that mindset, because they needed to make sure that the secrets did not get out of that vehicle, secrets that could compromise and could expose the future of operations. That's it. Now, I want you to apply this with toxic and narcissistically abusive individuals and people who you have been on a ride with in a vehicle, called a relationship, if that's what you want to call it, as bumpy as a ride that it is, and inevitably the vehicle lands wherever, and the toxic person abandons the vehicle, but make sure that they detonate destructive devices in key areas of your life. Why? So that secrets of the relationship do not get exposed, so they are not compromised for their future operations. Do you see how that works? That's why. Now let's talk about what actually do they target? What are the key areas of your life? What are the key areas of your vessel, of your vehicle that would need to be targeted? How about your confidence to begin with? Number one, let's talk about your confidence. Your confidence is your certainty in life. You're certain of who you are. You're certain of your voice. You're certain of your looks. You're certain of your attitude. You're certain of your abilities. You're certain of your skills. You're certain of how much love you have. This is your confidence. It's what causes you and allows you to stand tall. This is something that has been targeted and has been wired to self-destruct since the beginning of the relationship with toxic people. They go after that. They're constantly jabbing at you with each and every jab, poking at you, making fun of you, chopping you down, telling you you're not that good, telling you your skills are lousy, telling you that you're not better than them or anybody else, they're better than you, getting in your face, bullying you, trying to start fights with you, winning all kinds of arguments with you. All this stuff, they're chopping away at your confidence. They're planting a destructive device. So that way, when they abandon the relationship, all they do is hit you with a barrage of attack. You're the reason the crash happened. You're the reason the vehicle crashed. You're the reason the relationship is over. Boom, they detonate that area and your confidence is shattered. Right? That's the first one. What's the second area that you could think of? How about integrity? Your integrity is how you walk upright, your values, your core beliefs. It's what keeps you honest. Your integrity, right? This is also an area that they have been strategically planting destructive devices in since the beginning. In toxic relationships, they are nonstop trying to get you to bend around your own integrity. They're getting you to cross your own lines and your own boundaries nonstop, pushing the boundaries of your integrity here and there. All the while, they're planting destructive devices. So once again, when they abandon the vehicle, when they abandon that relationship, they detonate it with nonstop attacks on you, boom, shattering your integrity, right? A third one that I'd like to share with you is your understanding. This is a big one. We all have our perceptions of the world. We have our understanding based on our morals, our values, our beliefs. Now, when you enter into a relationship that's toxic with narcissists, things start to twist around, right? What's wrong becomes right. What's right becomes wrong. Suddenly, it's okay for them to bully you, but it's not okay for you to stand up for yourself. It's okay for them to cuss you out, but it's not okay for you to say stop. It's okay for them to run out and cheat and do whatever, but it's not okay for you to call them out on it. Right? It's not okay for you to ask any questions. On and on and on. They're planting destructive devices in your understanding. And once again, when they abandon the relationship, they detonate that. Boom. So there you have it. Strategically place destructive devices throughout your relationship in key areas of your life so that they can skip away and abandon the crashed vehicle that was your relationship. And they do so that they have the best chance of not being compromised for their future operations. Now, why is it important to understand this in going forward and finding support and counseling? Now, it's typical when we try to find support and counseling coming out of toxic relationships that we really don't know what to talk about. We approach it as an opportunity to just vent. Maybe you've had that experience where all you can do is just talk about how horrible the toxic person is to you, and you just want to vent out all your frustrations and the anger and the hurt, and you cry sometimes and you get angry sometimes, but you really don't know what it is that needs to be fixed. So all the focus is on the narcissist. All the focus is on the toxic people. But now that you can start to look at these key areas of your life that have been destroyed, now you can go to counseling and you can go to support groups specifically for these reasons. Watch this. I was involved in a toxic relationship. My confidence has been shattered. How do I rebuild this? Listen, I was involved in a toxic relationship. My integrity has been destroyed. I need to fix this. My understanding is warped because of a toxic relationship. I need to fix this. And now you've given a counselor or a support group something real to work with that's inside of you. And now we can start to work on these issues to not only put them back together, but rebuild them stronger and better than ever before. And you will be the best version of that vessel and vehicle that you could ever be. Stronger, right? And this is a great way to move forward. And listen, I want to be a part of your healing journey. So visit www.jointheroyalwe.com. There you can schedule a one-on-one appointment with me. We can FaceTime for you Apple users, you iPhone users. We can also do an over-the-phone consultation. And we could even do email if you would like to do email. That's all can be done at www.jointheroyalwe.com. So head on over there. Also, I invite you to join me every Monday night at 9 o'clock p.m. Central Time for Royal We Live Chat. This is an opportunity for the community to come together, ask whatever questions you have. You can even call in and ask me questions live for free, but understand that it is live. Also, I want to invite you to the all-new Royal We Fellowship. Royal We Fellowship is every Saturday morning at 9 o'clock a.m. It is an in-depth Bible study pertaining to the understanding that the world is a toxic place and how to understand narcissism in the world. I guarantee you it's unlike any other Bible study that you've been a part of. So I hope to see you in all these different places. Like, subscribe, and I'll be back with more videos right here on the Royal We.